Okay, continuing from where I left off at the Outpost, starting a independent video. Usually I group a lot of small videos together. This one is going to be a long one. I'm about to trigger a raid. I've got Bad Omen 6 buff on right now. The village, if this is the first video of mine you're watching, I'll just fill you in on what's going on here. I just got back from a long mineshaft ride where I had stumbled across an outpost while mining. And then heading to the surface because I saw a swamp and I wanted some clay, so I built a stairwell to the surface right at an outpost. So that switched my plans for the day. Raid is triggered. The reason the raid triggered is because there's a bell ringing, or the village is right here underground. So raid is on. Welcome to my cellar. Playing hardcore mode. I'm currently equipped with Protection 4 helmet, Protection 4 and thorns on my breastplate, projectile protection 4 on my legs, and fire protection 4 on my feet. I do have a shield, but this whole thing's going to be spent with archery. I will not be meleeing any of these characters. You can see they're already taking damage up top. That's because my cellar exit, when I'm now at surface level, is actually been formed into a rampart. So we can see what's going on. It's nighttime. Underneath that village I just walked out of is underneath these sweet berries. So the first wave of the raiding group, oh, I should do this. I gotta go get some torches. Because I always lose count of the waves. The first time I did it, I couldn't remember what wave and how much longer I had to keep it going. So I'm just going to take this one a lot. I was really excited on the first one. I had never done one before. So this is wave 1. Anyway, as I was saying, underneath these sweet berries, there's a vacant layer, and then another layer that's loaded with TNT, which is controlled by this switch and redstone right here. In my first raid, which was just a regular raid with only one Bad Omen buff, I did not have to use the TNT. I had thought, based on previous experience, I had trouble defeating the Evokers and their Vexes, the Vex spell that they cast. It's over here. So they're coming up behind me. So if they see me, they will come towards me. So when I'm standing here, they trigger on me. So what I do is I go in behind the glass. These guys aren't very dangerous. There's no real spellcasters. So I could take a couple out. See how I've got the sweet berries laid out? That's intentional. He's got multi-shot, I believe, on that, which is what the buffs that I got, this Bad Omen level 6. Okay, I gotta stop letting them see me. I need them to go out. I want the sweet berries to help me. That's the whole point of having it. And I'm also going to up my torch count while I'm in here. So I originally had this open, but I found it hard to shoot from, so I decided to make the upper level. And then when I found out that if they can't see you, they go try and they find the bell, and the bell is actually below the center of all these sweet berries. So ultimately they find pathways that get them into that area. And that definitely helps defeat them. I got my second torch down, so we're currently on wave 2. Now, I didn't have these at first, but I built these extensions out because sometimes creatures or characters will hide along the wall And that gives me the ability to have a quick look and see them. That guy's going to have to get walled. He doesn't have melee though, so he's not going to be a problem. He's going to actually try to go and get that flag. There's a zombie villager. That's how I created my underground village, by the way. You'd have to refer to all my previous videos. Raids restart. Oh. If I'm standing here, you can hear the village. If I back up a bit, you can't. That's why it's over here again. This time I see a Ravager coming. My fire effect doesn't have as much use in the rain. He's got a lot of hit points. Just defeating him is going to get rid of half the raid's hit points. Those guys got to be 14 paces close to you before they launch. So if they are not willing to cross the sweet berries, they don't fire. Ingenious design of my defense system, isn't it? I only found that out by fluke though. I did not design that. That just happened to be. Now that guy's... I got one of these guys is not in there. You can't get through the grate. You gotta come under. Boy, they're quick when they're loaded. Alright, so now we'll go put a third torch down. Or that was... Crap, I've lost count already. That was wave 3. So this will be wave 4. I'm going to be laughing at myself when I rewatch this video if I got that wrong. But I'm pretty sure we're now on wave 4. There's supposed to be 7 waves to a hardcore mode game. Okay, this one gets more difficult. First, we're going to take a little bit of steak. There's no sense in running out of energy. Because as they're taking damage from the sweet berries, the witches start healing them. Another reason to line them up. If you hit a witch, they immediately heal themselves, which gives you a chance for a second shot. Zombies attacking. Nice. Well, I missed the witch. So you see my strategy here. I'm trying to get rid of the healer first. And this is why I designed the TNT field. Because the very first hardcore raid I defeated, it was so close. I was almost out of points. I was low on arrows. And it's because I spent so much time worrying about the evoker. I did not realize the witch was healing him. I just happened to be glancing up at the raid bar, which I understand now to be the total hit points of the raid. And saw it go up. So I knew somebody was healing. And that's when I figured that out. So from now on, I'm very sensitive to that. And I try to defeat the witches first. Unfortunately, if you expose yourself to an evoker, he'll cast the Vex spell at you. And that's a dangerous spell as well. My armor doesn't do much good against them. Behind me. Oh, look at that Ravager just destroying my garden. So, an earlier video in this series, you'll see that I actually had a fence all around that garden. And the Ravager couldn't get out. And he just kept walking back and forth, just beating crap. 1, 2, 3, 4. Pretty sure this is 5th raid now. Just going to check and see if there's any healers and give them time to work their way in. My first raid, I did single file everywhere. This time, I've worked it in where the horizontal row in the center is double space. So the Ravager can actually get in there now too. Before the Ravager didn't go in anywhere near the berries. Look at all these Vindicators. That has got to be the Bad Omen 6. What else have we got? Most of them are just straight up Pillagers. And a bunch of Vindicators. You know what? I think it's safe to go up. Most of the ranged guys, most of the guys that shoot ranged weapons. Look at these idiots. Oh, he's got one. You beggar. The AI just doesn't understand what my defense system's doing to them. And I don't care about any of these guys without ranged weapons. They're no better than the Ravager. We just park right here. Hello, geniuses. On to wave 6. Now, like I said, I didn't use my buried TNT on the first one because there's just no need for it. Okay, there's an Evoker in this group. He's ground based though. We got to look for healers first. See, he doesn't have much for armor either. Somebody's already taken damage. I don't see any healers. And they would have all come from the same side over there. Everybody's in the patch. I'm gonna wait until the Evoker's gone. There's no sense in taking him on. There's the totem right there at my crosshair. I think that's a totem. The totem of Undying, so I think he's gone. This is hardcore. I stay true to form too. If I die in this, I start the whole game all over again with a completely different default random. Well, I used to do random. Now I'm just going up the alphabet A, B, C, D, and you're currently on World D. World A, I was almost to this part, but I got killed by a creeper in my garden, which was fully lit. And it's one of the earlier videos of this series. I was just about to build the rampart and set up the killing field. So this will be wave 7. Yeah, wave 7. I see healers. I see the peaked had at least one healer. There's an Evoker on a Ravager. Evoker on the ground. He's already in. 2 Evokers on the ground. I certainly don't want 3 Evokers casting spells at me. I need that Ravager to go in there. There you go. Atta boy. Now that witch is going to work in there and start healing them. I wonder if I can stay on this very far corner and not be seen by anybody down there and long range that witch. No, not even there far enough. Too far. Well, if If you're not going to help them before all the evokers are dead, I don't really care. Starting to think now if I hit it, I might draw its attention. A little farther lead in. Oh. You're late to the game, buddy. There he goes. He's healing people now. Hit them once, they stop and start healing themselves. Now, that evoker hasn't cast a spell yet, and I don't really feel like messing with him. It's going to take a while for these sweet berries to damage the Ravengers, though, because I'm watching the hit points and they're not even hardly moving. And my problem is, I don't know if the 7th wave is the final wave on this Bad Omen 6. There might be extra waves yet to go, so I don't dare blow the TNT. All added waves, according to Wiki, are supposed to be done the same format as the final wave, which would be this wave here, so I expect a lot more of these hard parties coming. What are they doing? I need these Ravengers to get killed. Get these guys on the ground. It's going slow enough. I could probably defeat that Vindicator. If they're in the berries, I could probably defeat that Vindicator with my archery. But I only get one crack at it. If the Vexes really start getting me, I gotta shoot Vexes while he's casting a second spell. Let's just let this play out. The whole point of spending days building this defense system was so I don't die. Yeah, see how fast he moves? Man, is he ever hard to use archery against. He does stop running when he casts a spell though, so you have a moment. We're at 18 minutes. He's gone, I can go finish. Oh, there's only one hair of a hit point left. I probably won't even get up there in time to kill him. Yeah, he's gone. If this was the final wave, I'm going to blow my TNT anyway. Because this is the hardest raid you can defeat, and I will have done that in hardcore, and I'm happy with that. I don't need to be doing this anymore. Oh, it's not the final wave. Oh god, so I'm so glad I didn't blow that thing. I'll make a deal for anybody who sticks to the end of this video. This is wave 8. That I will blow it in the end, regardless of whether I need it or not. There's another evoker on a Ravager. So this is basically the same layout as the last one. Now I don't care how good the witch is. If there's only one witch, he's not going to be able to heal everybody taking damage at once. So I'm not too worried about him. I am going to have to go to the surface though if there's only one evoker left and he keeps him alive. He's drinking a potion himself, so he took damage on his own. He's not even taking time to heal anybody yet. Look at that. That's one vicious guy right there in hardcore mode. Those Vexes hit hard. And actually it works against me, my Rampart. When the Vexes are coming up from ground level, the wall blocks them. They can fly through the walls, so it makes it a lot harder. Just gonna take one risk. I can always come back down. If he's standing right there. Well, getting rid of that Ravager got rid of a lot of the... There's the witch right there. I can see him. Oh, that's a Ravager right in front of me. I can hear it. I gotta get that witch. There he goes. Same range. That's a little bit eerie, actually. So the raid captain... Holy moly, he's trying to climb the wall. I wish I knew if this was the last raid. I think that Evoker's got to go pick up the flag if that guy finally dies. I wonder if he can sense me through the wall. I don't know a lot about Evokers. I'm wondering if the flag drops. Normally whoever's the last man standing goes and picks up the captain flag, and it's going to fall in the middle of that Sweetberry field. There he goes. Okay, good boy. Oh, he didn't go in. Two raiders remaining, a Ravager and an Evoker. Now the Ravager's trying to go for the flag. Patience. If this was survival, I already got, or regular survival, hard, or whatever, where I can regenerate, I had already gone up top, because all you really need is the bow. If you're not taking much damage. But you don't get to do that in hardcore. Alright, he's toast now. I don't have to do anything anymore. See, getting rid of that healer was important, because if it was just him and the healer, it would go on infinitum. The healer would heal himself, heal the Evoker. Heal himself, heal the Evoker. Is that the last raid? Hero of the Village buff. Right on. So, having Bad Omen level 6 brought out a whole lot more Vindicators. It brought out multiple Evokers per wave. All of them pretty much defeated by red berries. For anybody who stayed 25 minutes into this video, I will show you what my failsafe was. From behind the protection screen, if I was on low health and I'm getting damaged by the Vexes, I was going to get rid of everybody with this. I love it. Hopefully that would have got rid of everybody. I have no idea. What you're witnessing here in the center of that obsidian, directly below it as a matter of fact, is my village. There's already a skeleton generated in there. Come morning, I will go and replace all of this stuff. Ooh, I almost got my sheep farm, or my wool farm. This area in my crosshairs that's been reinforced with obsidian is a part of my cellar. I actually, in an earlier video, laid all this out and tested it, and I knocked all the labels off my cellar, and I thought, well, that's too close for comfort. So let's go see what the damage is. I knocked all my labels off again. Oh, that's kind of funny. I just got to get rid of some of the junk. I'll have to sort all this stuff out later, because I want to pick all this stuff up. Anything that can be salvaged, I'll salvage it. That's the shockwave that did that. Last time on my test, my armor stands got blown apart. Looks like only one did this time. This is the closest to it. Oh, my village took a little bit of damage. That's my clock. In my test run, the village didn't take any damage. Just doing a quick count. What we're hearing is monsters that are up in that obsidian now that daylight's coming. All my villagers survived. All their workstations survived. The roof looks intact. You can actually see obsidian just above these chests. There's 2 layers of obsidian as a floor, or above the ceiling, which in the blast chamber, that's the floor. This is the bell they were trying to get to. Look at all the crap they're throwing at me. Some of that I might have picked up from chests and stuff, but I'll keep those with me. Oh, I got a totem. I don't know where I got the totem. When you're hero of the village, every one of these villagers has been converted from a zombie villager in a mob farm that I've got just down this hallway. And they already offer great discounts. For instance, 1 pumpkin gets you an emerald, which means you can basically buy tools from these guys for 1 pumpkin. Here's a shop toolsmith. Buy a couple pickaxes, double them up. You don't even have to worry about having unbreaking. You go through them quick, but so what? 2 pumpkins. Weaponsmith that I haven't upped yet. I haven't had time. Anyway, I won't spend a lot more time in this video. This video was about the raid. I've got my hero of the village. I'm getting all my free crap from them. Chicken farm looks intact. Gotta get my feathers out of there. And everything else was, yeah, this is way beyond the, anyway, this is just the trip to where the monster generator is. The mob farm. Wow, I'm actually kind of excited. Pick up the armor. I was just, oh, my armor stands are blowing apart, that's why. There is some obsidian just above them, but obviously not enough for that type of explosion. Still got arrows on me, there's going to be... So yeah, what I'm going to do now is I'm going to spend some time and rebuild this. I don't need it though. I've proved that. So when I rebuild it, I'm not going to bother with the TNT. Get rid of these iron tools. I want to recover as much sweet berries as I can. It'll make it quicker for rebuilding. So if you watch my earlier videos, you will see what the layout was. There's a whole bunch of TNT. Since my mob farm over there has 8 levels now, and it also has a zombie spawner because I found a dungeon with a zombie spawner in it. I get so many creepers in that thing, I will have gunpowder. Unlimited gunpowder forever. It's crazy how much. So it worked out to 8 waves, soloed them, and with the help of a little bit of defense ingenuity. As I mentioned earlier, I defeated a raid without the multiple levels of Bad Omen. That's how I learned how to improve things. Because prior to winning that one, and even starting to record videos, I probably died, oh I don't know, 15-20 times trying to figure out how the hell you can beat that. Beat that in hardcore mode. And part of my problem was I didn't just keep the same world. I made a promise to myself that if I died legitimately in these games, I restart from scratch. And I usually build my cellar right where starting point is, or near to. Sometimes if the terrain is terrible, I do move it. This will end my day. I'm ending the video after I get. Most of these are from the, whoop. Get it straight, buddy. Are from the Outpost. The 6 banners I collected from Captains. Alright, that's it for this one.